20,000 Indian troops, supported by T-90S and Arjun tanks, attack helicopters, missile systems, Rafale and Sukhoi, 30 MKI fighters, and a fleet of naval frigates and destroyers are in action. Codenamed Trishul, 2025, this massive military drill extends across Gujarat and Rajasthan, combining the Army, Navy, and Air Force in synchronized operation designed to test joint combat readiness in multi-domain warfare. The scale and precision of the exercise underline one clear message. India is prepared to respond decisively to any provocation near the Sur Creek and Rann of Kutch sectors. Purpose and strategic message. Officials describe Exercise Trishul not as a routine exercise, but as a calibrated strategic demonstration aimed at reinforcing deterrence and readiness in sensitive Western sectors. The drill comes amid growing concern over Pakistan's increased military activity near Sur Creek, including construction of new bunkers, coastal radars, and forward bases. Intelligence assessments suggest that these developments could alter the regional security balance, a risk New Delhi is unwilling to overlook. By mobilizing tri-service forces simultaneously, India is showcasing the operational integration of its military, demonstrating that any threat to territorial integrity will be met with swift, coordinated, and overwhelming response. Historical parallels. The Rann of Kutch region has long been a testing ground of military will between India and Pakistan. In 1965, Pakistan's Operation Desert Hawk attempted to seize Indian territory in the same area, an act that led directly to the full-scale Indo-Pak War later that year. India's advance to the outskirts of Lahore in that conflict remains a historical reminder of what miscalculations in the Rann can trigger. The message behind Trishul 2025 is therefore unmistakable. India will not allow history to repeat itself. Focus on Sur Creek, more than marshland. At the heart of the exercise lies the Sur Creek sector, a 96-kilometer tidal estuary that defines maritime boundaries between India's Gujarat coast and Pakistan's Sindh province. While often described as a marshy, uninhabited zone, Sur Creek's strategic value is immense. Control over it defines the Exclusive Economic Zone, EEZ, extending 200 nautical miles into the Arabian Sea, an area potentially rich in oil and gas resources. Indian analysts note that Pakistan's recent attempts to expand its presence here, possibly linked to joint U.S.-Pakistan oil exploration interests, have raised red flags in New Delhi. By staging Exercise Trishul near this region, India is signaling that it will safeguard its maritime energy interests and deny any unilateral changes to established boundaries. Tri-service integration. The hallmark of Trishul 2025 lies in its joint operational structure. Indian Army, over 20,000 personnel, T-90S and Arjun tanks, artillery systems, and mechanized brigades executing high-speed maneuvers in desert and creek sectors. Indian Air Force, Rafale and Su, 30 MKI jets, conducting precision strike and air dominance missions. IL-78 aerial refuelers, UAVs, and AWACS providing real-time intelligence and support. Indian Navy, frigates and destroyers deployed off the Saurashtra coast, conducting amphibious landings and sea denial operations. Exercises integrated with coastal radar and missile units. To ensure safety and operational secrecy, the Indian Air Force issued a notice to airmen, no Tom, restricting civil flights up to 28,000 feet across Gujarat and Rajasthan. A move analysts have called unprecedented in scale. India's leadership, a unified stance. Statements from top leadership across the defense spectrum have reinforced India's assertive but disciplined approach. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh stated recently, "If Pakistan dares to act in the Sur Creek sector, the reply will be so strong that it will change both history and geography." Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during his Independence Day address, reaffirmed that India's security doctrine has evolved beyond reactive restraint. Greater than, India will not tolerate nuclear blackmail and will strike decisively before it's too late. Service chiefs echoed the same confidence. Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi, Pakistan must stop state-sponsored terrorism or be ready for consequences that redefine its geography. Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh Kumar Tripathi highlighted that future conflicts will begin with India's naval initiative. backed by BrahMos-equipped frigates INS Udayagiri and INS Himgiri. Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh confirmed that India has achieved cross-domain precision capabilities, enabling rapid retaliation across theaters. Together, these remarks underscore an unmistakable reality. India's military and political leadership are operating in full alignment on matters of deterrence and sovereignty. Pakistan's response and nuclear rhetoric. Across the border, Pakistan has placed several commands, including Sindh and South Punjab, on high alert. Air bases at Jacobabad, Rahim Yar Khan, Bahawalpur, and Karachi have been reportedly placed on standby. This heightened state of alert reflects not confidence but concern. Pakistan's leadership, led by Field Marshal Asim Munir, has attempted to reassert deterrence through nuclear rhetoric. But Indian analysts interpret such statements as signs of eroding conventional confidence. As one senior Indian defense official noted, when nuclear threats become a substitute for conventional strength, deterrence has already failed. Analytical view, a shift in India's doctrine. Exercise Trishul represents more than military preparedness. It marks a shift in India's strategic messaging. Unlike past decades where large-scale exercises near Pakistan's border were limited to signaling, Trishul integrates real-time digital command networks, multi-domain coordination, and logistics resilience. It reflects India's new defense principle of JAI, jointness, Atmanirbharta, self-reliance, and innovation. Defense experts describe it as a visible rehearsal for rapid multi-front response, merging technology, manpower, and terrain-specific strategy. On the whole, India's clear signal from the salt marshes of the Rann to the deep blue of the Arabian Sea, Exercise Trishul 2025 is more than a military drill. It is a strategic assertion of sovereignty and a demonstration of confidence that India will defend every inch of its territory and every drop of its waters. Pakistan's leadership, and indeed the international community, will be watching closely. For India, the message is simple. Deterrence is now backed by decisive capability, and the era of hesitation is over.